everyone, it's me Tiffany aka Nerdy G. It's been a while since I did a video, but I'm making this one in response to a lot of people asking me questions, and I'm speaking fast because I have very short amount of time before I have to go and before the baby wakes up. But I'm making this in response to people asking me questions about breastfeeding and what I've been taking and what I've been doing and how, well, it's gonna be 7 weeks on Monday that I've been breastfeeding. Hopefully it keeps it up, but you never know, and I wanted to share what I've been doing so far. First thing I would say to everybody, well, first of all, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do, because, you know, I need the subscribers and I appreciate all the support. If you aren't following me on Instagram, you should, because that's where I am most of the time. All the links will be in the description box below. Uh-oh, I think the baby's waking up. Anyway, first thing I want to tell you is that you need to reduce your stress level, because with my son, I was ridiculously stressed all the time, and the whole thing, I didn't even get to this as far as I am now. Okay, so reduce your stress levels. One of the things that I have been taking for my stress levels is ashwagandha. Only a little bit. I've been taking them. It's an adaptogen, which it helps your body adapt to stress. I have done a blog post about it. I'll put it in the description box below that you can go and check out for more information on it. But it's an herb. It's only to help your body to adapt to certain things. Studies have shown that women who have taken them postpartum, taking it rather postpartum, it helps to reduce your stress levels because you're already like low in sleep and all sorts of things, and taking a little bit of that every day. I'll put the link in the description box to a couple of ones that I've been using right now. I have this one, a big bag, because this is from before I was pregnant, from Star West Botanicals. Yes. And I'll put this in the description box below, but I'll put some other ones because I've used a variety of different brands. Some are better than others, I must say. Second thing, make sure that you're hydrated. I have to remind myself of that all the time. Try to drink as much water as you can. Make sure you educate yourself on the difference between the two different types of milks in your breast milk. There's fore milk and hind milk. A lot of times when I wait too long to either feed or pump, my daughter gets a lot of the fore milk, which is the watery stuff that comes out beforehand, and this is after the whole initial phase of your milk coming in with the colostrum. After you have the baby, you have the colostrum, which is like the yellow gold stuff that they have, which is really like very thick and fatty, and that's what helps the baby when in the first couple of days. After that, you get engorged and your boobs are huge and they're hurting and all sorts of things. That's when the fore milk and hind milk starts to come in, and the fore milk is waterier and the hind milk has the fat. If you were to pump, you would see the difference once it starts to settle. The fat starts to come to the top or sticks to the sides. Okay, so educate yourself on that. Sometimes it seems that when I wait too long to feed or pump, I get a lot of fore milk, and it just, what may happen is that your kids' poop will start to turn green. That becomes stressful, all sorts of things. It's just because it doesn't have the fat in the milk. Fourth thing, this may be four, I don't remember at this point, is make sure to feed often or pump often, because then that will avoid you getting clogged ducts, and that's stressful as well. Plus, the more you feed and pump, the more you're telling your body that you want it to produce milk. So I've started to get clogs now, well, not now, before, earlier in this pregnancy, and also with my son I got a lot of clogs, and I was about to start getting mastitis this time around, but then I got on top of it. I started taking a little elderberry, and you know, I pumped or fed more often, and I kind of, you know, ducked that whole thing. One other thing that actually, I'm looking at her, she's starting, no, don't cry. One of the things that I take that helps me is called something called sunflower lecithin. I will put the link below because right now I am at a lack of time to explain the whole thing, but it's an emulsifier. So there are different types out there. Some are better than others. The one that I use is organic, non-GMO. It's a little bit more pricey, but it does work. I like it a lot. Again, it's in powder form like the ashwagandha. I kind of put it into like my tea, or if I'm making like a yogurt something, I'll put it in that, or oatmeal. I had to pick her up because she started crying. Also, don't try to aim to always have that big stash when you see people have a bunch of stuff all in their freezer and everything. I mean, you can save what you pump after, because like some people, you know, I'm going ahead of myself. People pump more so that they're able to save more, because then if you're pumping more, then you're telling your body that you want to make more. And I am no expert, but make sure that you have in mind what you're really trying to do. Me, my goal pretty much is to be able to feed her, and then also just have some so that if I want to go out or something, that there's some in the freezer and I don't have to worry about, you know, just not having enough for just regular stuff, not for like, you know, years and years and years. Just don't stress so much about it, because I know that when you start stressing, I know that happened to me. I know that probably was 80% of the reason why I failed the last time with my son. So, you know, stress is gonna be the number one thing that's gonna mess you up. Yes, there's teas and pills and things that you can take, and I've experimented with a couple of them, probably sooner than I should have, because then I just ended up with way too, just a crazy oversupply. But just, you know, take it a step at a time, basically. And there are people that do come back from having very low supply and end up having, you know, a decent amount and being able to continue to breastfeed. So I hope that this was helpful, because I'm gonna go, because I'm holding the phone and I need to start working out again because my arm is like burning right now. But anyway, hopefully this is helpful. Make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.